Hi, I'm Caitlin and welcome to my channel CaitMakes, the channel where I make things. If you're new around here, this is the channel where I bring you along on my sewing journey. If you end up liking this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. That makes a huge difference to me. I would love to keep creating more and more content. I'm having so much fun here on YouTube, so I hope to see you back soon, and let's get into today's video. This is my second video of the new year, but in case you missed that one, Happy New Year, Happy January, Happy 2024. I hope it's going well for you. I love the new year. I love making new goals and new plans, and I am very excited about all of the fresh ideas that have been popping in my head for this coming year and what I want to do on this channel and all the things that I want to make. So I thought it'd be fun to do a chatty video with you today and go over my plans for the new year. I've compiled some fun things. I did a little mood board and patterns I want to make. So that'd be kind of fun just to walk through all those things with you, maybe inspire you with the things that I'm feeling inspired by right now. And yeah, just kind of let you know what I'm thinking of doing at the start of this year and what you're in for in this channel if you stick around. So I hope you enjoy going through all of these. Hope you also see things that get you excited to sew or make things. And yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, first I want to get into my mood board and show you just sort of visually what I'm thinking and what I'm talking about. I am going to be using Milanote. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I have talked about it briefly on previous videos. I use this for a lot of different aspects of my life, but I especially use it for my sewing. To me, it's kind of like if you mixed Pinterest and Adobe Creative Suite. That's what I'm going to be using today to show you what I'm thinking for 2024. Let's take a look. So I wanted to kind of put all my thoughts together, and so I thought this would be the most fun and aesthetically pleasing way for me to reference and for you to be able to see what I'm thinking. So this is my 2023 sewing vision board. Before we get into my mood board and the specifics of everything, I kind of just want to give you some general goals that I've set for myself for 2024. And let me know if you have similar goals or what your goals are for 2024. I would love to hear it and get inspired by your goals as well. One of my big goals for 2024 is to really increase my skills. I feel like when you're first starting out, I was really focused on just, can I make an item? And do I think it's easy enough for me to tackle? And, just kind of learning the skills as they were necessary for the pieces that I wanted to make. And now that I feel comfortable in, most things that I have tried, I really want to try to push myself. I really want to, perfect skills that I have tried once or twice and expand the skills that I haven't tried yet. So some of the more complicated things that I want to do this year that I haven't done yet is I would really like to sew a pair of trousers. I have technically made a pair of shorts and a pair of pants before, but neither of them had fly zip. And they were both like pretty loose. They weren't really like fitted. I'd like to do more complicated pants, basically. I would like to give that a try. I've been afraid up until now, so that's a big one for 2024. Let me know down below if you have conquered the fly zip or if you are also afraid and haven't done it yet. Another big one is I love the look of corsets. I love the look of stays. I need to do more research to know really the difference between a corset and stays. I hear them talked about. I know that there's a difference. I just don't know what that difference is. But I definitely want to find a good YouTube video to go along with a corset pattern and do one that's, I won't set the bar as high as being historically accurate, but I would like to make one that's more complicated and something that I couldn't buy at, somewhere like Forever 21 or something. They're much more popular now, so I feel like they're made quick and cheaply, and I would like to take the time to hand make one that's really quality and, really nice, something that I wouldn't buy for myself, that I would only be willing to spend hours and hours and my money to make, because that's how my brain works. Another pattern that I have wanted to make probably since I first started sewing, I've had it saved forever. I bought it last year sometime, but I have been too afraid to do, is a bustier dress. So kind of on that same note, but the Rose Cafe one that I feel like everybody has made except for me. I really want to do that one because I love the way it looks for one thing, but also I haven't done anything with bust cups in it. I haven't done anything of that shape. So I think that that's a skill that you know, will be really useful and I would like to tackle and get good at. From the videos that I have watched, that seems to be kind of a complicated skill that some people struggle with, so that's kind of why I've been afraid of it, but it's also why I really want to do it this year and be able to put that into any design that I feel like. So that is another big one. Let me know if you've sewn anything with bust cups, if you've done the Rose Cafe dress. Comment down below. I feel like so many people have done that particular dress because it's so pretty. Another new skill that I would like to attempt this year is doing something backless. I've done low back-ish that had like ties in the back, but I haven't done anything that's really like you would consider backless. So I want to try that out because I love that look and I haven't made anything myself like that. So yeah, I think those are all the new big skills that I want to tackle. And yeah, let me know if any of those are on your list. If you have any other design elements or sewing skills in general that you're hoping to do. Oh, I remember. There's one more. One more. I have not done any buttonholes yet. If a pattern has called for a buttonhole, I have done either ties or clasps. I've gotten out of the buttonhole so far. And at some point, I need to do buttonholes this year. 2024 is going to be the year of me not avoiding more advanced skills that scare me. I'm going to face them head on and I will be able to do all of these things. So that way I can confidently make any pattern. That's basically the point I want to get to. I want to be able to look at any pattern and know that I have tried each skill involved at least once. Let's go back over to the mood board to talk more specifics. So a big thing that I want to do in 2024 is sew more wardrobe staples. And these are a couple examples of things that are top on my list. I really want to do some turtlenecks. I love to wear turtlenecks. And the ones that I currently own are not the best quality. I would like to make myself something that will last me forever and that I can wear with a ton of different things in my wardrobe. And then I also want some staples, but that are really unique, something that I can't easily find somewhere else. I think that this tank top is a great example. Just simply adding a floral ruffle or just a fun detail to a really basic piece is really what I want to do this year. I want to pick a couple things, maybe a tank top, maybe a t-shirt, and just make them really special and unique, but also very wearable and useful in my wardrobe. On that note, if you watched my 2023 year-end wrap-up that I just posted last week, then you know that I have sewn mostly dresses and really statement pieces, which are so much fun and I love to make those, and by no means will I stop making them because I can't help myself. But thing that I've noticed as I like get dressed day to day is that I want to wear the pieces that I've made because they're so much more high quality, they're so much more special to me, I like them so much more. But the fact is that every day I can't wear fancy dresses and statement pieces. You have to have those wardrobe staples. You have to have those comfortable, normal pieces that you can wear day to day. So I really want to make some of those myself this year. I saw this particular dress on Pinterest last year and I was just immediately so inspired by it because it's a very basic pattern. I think that I could even hack a turtleneck pattern and create that dress if I couldn't find a similar shape. But it's really about the fabric choice. It's really about deciding to make it a checkered pattern like that. And I just really want to try and keep in mind as I sew this year, try and think as creatively as possible and try to really like think outside the box and do things that really look like one-of-a-kind handmade pieces because that's what they are. So even though I want things that are, you know, basics and staples and all of that, I still think if I'm taking the time to hand make something, I want it to be really unique. So I'm keeping that in mind this year as well. I love trousers. I love this style of pant and I would love to do it in a cozy fabric like this or at least like a plaid. I've always wanted plaid trousers like that and I just haven't even thought of making them for myself. I think I'm a little bit nervous about doing like a fly zip or just tackling pants in general. The ones I made before were really more to making a skirt because they didn't have the zip fly or anything, but these are high on my list. So earlier when I was talking about corsets and stays, this is really the type that I was thinking of. I really like the bow tie front like this and the multiple channels for boning. Just love the way that this looks, and so I'm excited to tackle that at some point this year. This is kind of the idea I had for something backless, or even this is another image that really inspired me. I think that, you know, you can get really creative with the backs of dresses, and I've been kind of afraid to do that to some extent. Something that I did last year that I have continued to reference is I did one of the online find your color palette things that were going around a lot last year, and I do really feel like it worked. So I like to keep the reference palette that they gave me of like what suits my skin tone and hair and everything, and this is it. I like to just keep that in mind for myself when I'm shopping for fabrics. I by no means think that you have to stick to what palette supposedly looks best on your skin, but I will say that I do think I look better in all of these colors rather than the ones that I sometimes wore. So definitely like having it as a reference. And yeah, here is the Rose Cafe dress that I was talking about. I'm so excited to try this year. I hope desperately that it goes well. But in general, for future project dresses, I really like these like classic shapes. These are kind of silhouettes that I have, you know, pinned or noticed over and over and over again. These are the kind of silhouettes that I know I will love and wear a ton, so I'm keeping these in mind for this year. I do really love all the details of this one. I want to get more brave about mixing fabrics as well, like this polka dot and then a floral pattern up top and then the tulle below. Just exploring more with my designs. And then that's kind of the same thing as the daring details. I really want to try to do, you know, more cutouts or just more tweaking of patterns, or finding more patterns that are kind of like this. I would like to get to draping at some point this year, but I'm not going to stretch myself too much, at least for the beginning half of the year. But drop waist, I made the confetti frock dress that I went over in my 2023 wrap up, and I have a whole video of me making that. And I love that dress, and a big part of why I love it is because of that waist. And then these are kind of two different takes on that dropped waist that I think that I would love and would love to add to a dress. This silhouette I've found on multiple things as well, where it's just the sides that are, you know, gathered or pleated. And it has that sort of ongoing center line. I think that that's so pretty and flattering and unique. So that's high on the list as well. And yeah, this I kind of already went over. Next, I just want to go over some of the patterns that are really high on my list of, you know, must make, hope to make, things that I think are similar to some of the inspiration that I showed you above. Some of these I've made before, but most of them I haven't. I'll link all of these below, but the Corsets dress, I feel like I've been seeing this everywhere, and I think there's so many unique and pretty details. I would love to make this. This waist-free willow dress I've had, you know, saved for a long time and downloaded it a long time ago. This was a free pattern, and it's also waist free, and I would love to give this a try. I think it looks like it will be really beautiful, and I love the idea that, you know, you use the whole bit of fabric that you have no waste, obviously. So that one's high up on the list. And then later this year, Roberts Wood came to my attention, and wow, are their designs incredible. So particularly this damsel dress is very high on my list. I think it's so unique and so pretty. I really love their patchwork dress as well. This one's going top of the list for sure. The back has those same bow details, and I just think it's beautiful. And then the Rose Cafe dress that I continue to talk about. All of those I have not made. This pattern I have made, and I have no evidence of it because I gifted it, but this is the Quilted Taupe by Rosie Caldwell, and this was a very well made pattern, really beautiful finished product, and I would like to make it again. I would like to make one for myself, maybe for friends for their birthdays or something. It did take me a bit of time, but I think if I made it again it would go faster. So yeah, definitely want to make that one again. This is a pattern I found that was kind of similar to the corset that I'm wanting to make. I think I'm going to do some more digging. If you have made a corset or stay that looked similar to that inspiration picture and you have a pattern, please share with me, or a YouTube video that you've seen that looks similar, please share. I would love Would love it if you did. I'm going to be on the hunt for the perfect one before I go through all the trouble of making it. And then turtleneck, I think I'm going to use this pattern. I follow Kiana Bonolo on Instagram and on YouTube, and I think she's super talented and great, so I would love to make one of her patterns. I have made the Freyja dress skirt. I plan on making another one. I actually already have the pieces cut out in a brown suiting fabric that I'm very excited about, so that's very high on the list of makes this year. And then this dress specifically, I am also going to make very soon because I think it's so cute and I think it'll be really great for winter. I want to style it just like this with the turtleneck underneath. And then the graduation dress by my arter I have made twice. I don't have any videos of me making these, but if you watched my last video, then you saw it in the 2023 wrap up. Definitely want to make it again. This is an incredible dress. Recommend to everyone. Last bit of inspiration here is something that I definitely don't need, but absolutely would love to have and do, which is these layered skirt dresses. I am in love with the way that these look. I am going to try and do more practical projects first, but this particular silhouette has been taking up so much space in my mind and I would love to create it. I think that these are just absolutely gorgeous. The downside of this design and why I have avoided it so far is because clearly this will take so much fabric, so much fabric and many layers, and I really haven't created anything like that before. I don't want it to be too expensive, especially if I don't have a specific occasion for it. So if I happen to find some thrifted fabric or something in a great quantity that's going to make this easier to do, it might move up further on my list. But as of right now, it is just a dreamy aspiration, but oh my goodness, how beautiful are these dresses. I would love to make something like this, but yeah. So that is my 2023 sewing vision board. I hope that some of this inspired you as well. I am so excited looking at this. I love having my thoughts organized in this way and being able to like go back and reference before I start a new project or something and kind of narrow down my thoughts. So hope this is fun for you to see as well. I am feeling so inspired for the new year. Can't wait to tackle these projects, and the hardest part is just going to be deciding in what order to do these things. And obviously new inspiration and stuff will come along throughout the year. This is not a set in stone board, but I think it's really nice to have something to kind of organize your thoughts and to kind of keep in mind as you create things. Okay, so I think I will stop myself there. I could go on and on about all the things I'm excited about for 2024, but I hope that this is the perfect amount to hopefully just inspire you either on, you know, how to make your own mood board or how to organize your thoughts or which projects to take on. Yeah, I hope you got something out of this video. Definitely like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this. I would love to see you here again. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you're leaving this video inspired to tackle new things in the new year, and I will see you next week. Bye.